Hello, hello. Welcome back to Math Made Possible. I believe I can. I am your teacher for the moment, Ms. Howard, and today we're going to be using our 5th grade curriculum to subtract mixed numbers. We'll be using Illustrative Math, Unit 6, Lessons 11 as a summary. Please understand, if you want to watch the whole video, you can search that up on YouTube, but we're going to be subtracting fractions and mixed numbers. Alright, so we're going to begin by just doing some pre-work to understand the basic concept here. Alright, so what I always tell students, if I have 2 over 2, that basically means that I have a whole that's partitioned into half or 2 pieces, and I still have those 2 pieces left. So that's 2 over 2. Either way, even though it's cut into 2 parts, it's still one whole piece. One whole piece that's there. So we can say the same thing about 3 over 3, about 4 over 4, five over 5, 6 over 6, all of those numbers, when you have your numerator and your denominator that is matching, that will be the same number. Now today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be unbundling our fractions, okay, because we're going to need to convert our whole numbers into a number that's going to be a fraction that's going to be greater, so that we can be able to subtract. So let's do a quick example of how to unbundle a fraction. So let's just say I have 3 and 1/4, and I need to subtract 3/4. Well, the problem is, if I only have 1, I can't subtract 3. So I'm going to need to convert that 3 and unbundle it. I'm going to need to break one of those pieces into a fraction. So that 3 will become a 2. And we are going to convert that extra whole piece that represents that 3 into 4 over 4. And the reason why we make it 4 over 4 is because we already have our common denominator of 4. Now, the next step to that would be taking that 2 and 4 over 4. We're going to now need to add that 1/4 that we originally had. So again, let's think about it like you had a pie that was cut into fourths. You're going to add those 2 pies together, and now you have a pie that's cut in fourth, and you have another pie that's that's cut into fourths, but all 4 pieces are there. And then you have another pie that was cut into fourths, but there's only 1 piece left. Well, how many total pieces of fourths do you have? You have 5/4. And what will happen, as you will see later on in the lesson, we will now be able to subtract our 3/4, because we have a higher numerator now that we could subtract that second numerator. Let's do one more example for that. Okay, so we have, let's say, let's say 7 and 2/5, and we need to subtract 4/5. And so we're going to take 1 whole from those 7. So the 7 now becomes a 6. And we took the part, let's go ahead and draw a picture. So that becomes a 6. And since it's still 7, we need to break it up, that one whole, into fraction. It will be 5 over 5, or 5/5. Again, think about it like a piece of pie that's cut in. You have 6 whole pies, right? And then another pie that will need to be cut into fifths. It doesn't take away the fact that you still had 7 whole pies. It's just one of them you had to slice up, okay? Now we take those 5 pieces from that new pie that's cut up, and we add them to the 2/5 that we have, and that will give us 7/5. So we're left with 6 whole pies and 7/5 of pies. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Now, okay, so let's go ahead and get started on our first problem. The first thing that we're going to do is we are going to draw a line to separate sections. And if you don't do this, you will have a lot of numbers that are all jumbled together. So to make it make sense, just go ahead and partition your page so that you could put all of your numbers in all of your problems in its own specific spot. All right, so as you know, our first problem has 2 denominators that are not the same. So our first step, of course, will be to make like denominators. And we're going to do this by taking a look at 8 and 9. And instead of doing our the t-chart, we're just going to go ahead and multiply those 2 numbers. And we'll rewrite our mixed numbers vertically. That's just easier for us to make our equivalent fractions. Minus 8 over 9 and 8 ninths. All right, the first thing that we can do, we could go ahead and subtract our whole numbers because that's the first thing that's listed here. So 9 minus 8 equals 1. Now let's go through and take a look at our fractions. And again, it is not like units. And as we said, we're going to go ahead and multiply 8 times 9. So we will write 72 as our new denominator for both fractions. Now we ask ourselves, well, can we multiply times 8 to get 72? And of course, it's the opposite number, which will be 9. And whatever I do at the bottom, I also do at the top. And so we'll put 9 at the top, and then we'll multiply 1 times 9, and that will be 9. And let's look at our bottom fraction. We have a 9. And we're asking ourselves, well, can we multiply times 9 to get 72? And because we did the opposite number, it's going to be 8. And whatever we do at the bottom, we also do at the top. That will give us 64. Now you should be able to see that you cannot subtract 64 from 9. Let's put our subtraction sign so we could clearly see our operation. So what's going to happen, just like we said in the video earlier, we're going to have to convert our whole number 1. It's just like having 1 whole pie that's uncut. And we're going to have to cut that 1 pie into 72 pieces. So we will make this 72 over 72, because anything that value as a numerator and denominator makes 1 whole. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add 72 plus 9, and that gives us 81. And we're going to have our new fraction will be 81 over 72. And then we're going to subtract 64. over 72. Now I'm going to change my color here because I do want to draw my line and show you how we work that out. Let's change it to, let's see, we have pink. Nope, we don't have pink. Let's go ahead and do pink. So we have a 4 right here as a numerator, and we have a 1 at the top. Well, we should know that you cannot take away 4 from 1. So we are going to need to regroup or unbundle that 8, and that 8 becomes a 7. And this 1 becomes an 11. And then we say 11 minus 4, well, that equals 7. And 7 minus 6, that equals 1. And then we'll write our denominator, which is 72. And I'll rewrite that to on the side. So our final answer is 17 over 72. Now let's take a look at this one. This one is going to be a little bit different. We're going to do it a little bit. Our strategy that we're going to use for this, as you can see, this one is a mixed number. Why don't we go ahead and change our 4 into a mixed number, our 10 over 4 into a mixed number. So in order to do that, if you don't automatically see your answer, you can divide just like this, because we know that our fraction is the same as a division problem. So we ask ourselves, how many groups of 4 can we make in 10? And we know that's 2. And we will say, what is 4 times 2? That will give us 8. I'm trying to make a better multiplication sign. That will give us 8. And when we subtract, that will give us 2. So this mixed number will be 2 over 4. And then take a look at that new fraction. You should be able to see that 2 is half of 4. So I can actually write it like this. Let me go ahead and write out our problem. We have 3 1/2. And then what we're going to write, we keep our whole number right here. Write it right here. And again, 2 is half of 4. So we'll write 1/2. And we're going to go ahead and subtract. And our whole numbers will give us 1. And 1/2 minus 1/2 equals 0. So our final answer here is equal to 1. Why don't you go ahead and try C for yourself and ask your parent to help you to see if you're getting the correct answer. Okay, use the strategies from earlier in the video. Okay, I thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate you being here. Please, if you have not done so already, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're still having issues with understanding the concept, go ahead and watch Illustrative Math, Grade 5, Unit 6, Lesson 11 on subtracting mixed numbers. All right, see you at our next one. Bye-bye.